What's going on, everybody? And this video is a little more serious this time around because it's the holidays again. And I'm telling everybody, please don't get depressed. And let me explain. This time of year, even though it's wonderful and cheerful, everyone buying gifts, getting together with family for Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, New Year's Day, November through December, that's the holidays. And, everything looks nice, outside on surface level. See decorations being put up. You see Christmas decorations. I see them right now, and it's not even December. Stores are getting ready. They almost kind of just jump over Thanksgiving and go right to Christmas Day, but, they all fall into motion in terms of Thanksgiving and Christmas and, everything else, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, in December. And you see people telling each other happy holidays, people traveling, see friends and family, things like that. So it seems all good, positive. And you also have this other section of people who I want to get to in this video who don't have anybody. On Thanksgiving, they're not going to anyone's home to eat. They may just be at home by themselves and eating whatever. Maybe they'll just go to the show by themselves. They don't have any friends or family. No one's inviting them. Their mom and dad might have passed away, so they can't go over their home and see them. And so it's just these people. And so it can be very hard, very depressing, especially when we talk about mental health awareness. These people, men and women, just sitting around on days where you seeing your neighbors have people come over, and it's just you. And you're wishing that, I had some connection to someone to be able to spend these times as we end the year. And you want to end it on a good note. You don't want to be alone. And so people get depressed. They're sitting at home. And then, you get social media. And once you get on there, you look at TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Threads, Twitter. Now it's called X. And you see postings. You see posts. You see people posting gifts. You see people posting food. People gathered at the table. People, they put up videos. You see people laughing and telling jokes because they're surrounded by loved ones, friends, and family. And you sit there and you scrolling on your social media, and then you start wondering, why me? Why not me? That can add to the depression. You just looking at social media and not having anyone to be able to spend these holidays with. And if you are suffering from this, if you're going through that depression, that separation, I would advise to just, leave social media alone. Maybe not the entire holidays, but kind of just back off. If you still know you're going to be alone for, the rest of November, December, you won't be gathering with anyone for whatever reason, and it hurts you. And if you're not able to handle everyone else having a good time, which is what you want on social media, I would say detox from it. Just close it all out. Don't even look at it. But I'm saying, please try not to get depressed if you're in this boat that I'm talking about, where you won't be with anyone on Thanksgiving, Christmas Day, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whichever you choose to participate in. And if you don't have anyone to talk to, there are numbers. Please call. Talk to someone so they can keep you in good spirits, keep your morale up. Don't sit there and just internalize everything and hold it in. Because I know holidays gets tough for people. Now, I'm not talking about people who don't celebrate the holidays, think it's just all made up, just all for money, or the history behind Christmas and Thanksgiving and things like that. I'm not talking about the black sheep who just doesn't get along with their family, so they don't come around. No, I'm not talking about those individuals. I'm talking about people who celebrate the holidays. Maybe you do all four. Maybe you do Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, if you're Jewish, and Kwanzaa. And so, or at least 3 out of 4, depending on, And then, of course, New Year's Day, everyone by default is brought into that. and then you're one of these people that maybe in the past used to celebrate these things with others, but now it's just you, and you're feeling lonely, you're feeling out of there, please keep your head up, stay strong. I mean, even if you need to find a stranger to talk to, do that. Don't just sit by yourself and keep it internal and then just let it build and build and build, because then this will happen the next year, 2025, 2026. Hey, even volunteer. If you have nowhere to go on Thanksgiving Day, volunteer and maybe help the less fortunate, and that can help boost your spirits. You seeing those people happy just to have a hot meal. You know, they don't have any place to live. You at least have that. Yeah, you're depressed, but you at least have a roof over your head. And so go out there. If you don't have any friends or family to connect with and you're alone, go help the less fortunate, help the homeless on Thanksgiving, feeding at a soup kitchen. That might help. And actually have a conversation with a homeless person. That's a stranger. And one thing about strangers is that they can't judge you. People will judge you just, even if they're not trying to, sometimes just because they know your steps from the past, how you've gotten from there to where you are right now. And as far as you not being where you want to be right now, they can look and see, well, yeah, you did used to be involved in that and did that. And so they may not necessarily listen to hear, they'll just listen to respond. That homeless person, a stranger, has no dog in the fight. They're not there to try and coddle you or be your friend. We just talking. You don't serve them something to eat. So now you sitting here eating with this person who has nothing to lose because they're homeless. You volunteering at the soup kitchen. You've got things to lose. You got a home. You pay your bills. And so just to get that off your chest and talk to them where it's a judgment-free zone, because they have no ties to you. They don't know what the story is and how you gotten to where you are today. So if you need to talk, they talk to someone you're helping with. If you're going to volunteer, it'll be therapeutic. I mean, if you don't want to do that, hey, record a video like I'm doing and then just talk about your depression on the video. Just get it out. Now everybody, self-therapy. Everybody may not be able to do that. They need to talk to a human being in person, and please find someone during these times if you are going through it. Especially if other things, how you look at people who they go on social media and they see the successes of other people and they'll say, man, I went to high school, I went to college, I got the job, I did what they told me to do, but it's still not working. I followed all the steps. So if you got all of that going with you as well, then it comes into the holidays and you see all these other people posting good times, it's like double. I'm already lonely. I don't have any friends or family who invited me to anything, no Thanksgiving dinner. And it's going to be the same in December. And so now you just forced to just be in your own space. And then you looking at everyone on social media and just having a great time. It's just double on you. Like, it's really hard to take. If you log on and see that, like I said, if you're feeling that way, stay off of social media, for the holidays. Don't just be on there just constantly, because then you're just going to hurt yourself mentally and emotionally, because you're not where you want to be at. But please don't think that there isn't anyone who does not care about any people who are lonely during these times. There are many. Don't let the holiday movies that you see on Netflix or whatever, and everybody just out holding hands with their kids and decorating their bushes and putting up their Christmas tree. That's one side of it, but there's so many others that are just down and out. Depression is real. I had a friend of mine, her sister, son, he was depressed because his best friend died. He passed away. And so he started drinking too much alcohol and doing other type of drugs, and he had to have surgery. And he died from complications from the surgery this month in November. So now this mother has to bury her son before Thanksgiving. He's depressed off of his best friend passing away. So that's why I'm telling you, as we all should know, depression is real. And so if you sitting, you know you're going to be alone, please stay focused, keep your head up. You know, I don't know, and I'm not talking to those that are alone by choice. There are so many others that want an invite to Thanksgiving dinner, but they're not getting anything. They don't have anyone who's going to be fixing a plate. They'll be eating dinner all by themselves. And I don't know how many years that may have been going on. And so you see so many stories as depression gets deeper and deeper, especially during the holidays, especially maybe if you lost a parent or both parents, you know, it just goes deeper and deeper into your soul. And then obviously, you know, we've had stories of people taking themselves out of this world because of depression. And that's definitely what I do not want for anyone who knows they're going to be alone for the holidays, starting with Thanksgiving. So I want to do this video before Thanksgiving and have it uploaded on YouTube, just so anyone who's going through that, who might see it, can use this video at least as some sort of, you know, good feeling, inspiration to stay focused and just try and see, you know, how you can plug those depression holes that you might have. You know, that sadness, you know, start one thing at a time. And then I would also go with just doing an activity just on Thanksgiving Day that, you know, you enjoy. Start there. You like doing something with plants, whatever the case may be, to just try and come out of the depression and, you know, come out of that space. I know it's easier said than done. But please, and then anyone who sees it, if you're not going through it, share this video out and get it to anyone who you may know is going through some sort of depression. And maybe you don't live around them, they in different states, so you can't really be with them during the holidays, but at least, you know, you can share something. And then again, you know, be that person that picks up the phone and talks to them on Thanksgiving, just to keep those people, you know, in your prayers and let them know you're thinking about them and they're touching your heart. You know, sometimes all people just needs is someone to check on them, get a text message, hey, I'm checking on you. I've gotten those text messages. Like, hey, just checking to see if you are all right, Matt. You know, you were on my mind. And so those are always good. And especially if you know someone that's going through it, send that text. If you're not able to call, send that text. Just always say, hey, just thinking about you. Doesn't even have to be for the holidays, because this depression doesn't just start once November hits. It's been ongoing probably for years. At this time of the year, as we get ready to end it, and you bringing in the new year and you trying to be a new you, but so many people bringing over baggage, and they'll still do this from 2024 into 2025, and then wonder why they're still depressed, why things still aren't going the way they plan. You know, the whole New Year's resolution, I don't make those. So many people don't keep them. That's not why I don't do it, but I just continue the same plan and routine that I had in that last year and improve upon it in the next year, not making a resolution. And so, you know, that's what keeps me focused. And back to the people who are depressed, to stay focused, find something that you want to accomplish. What is it? Because we already at the part we've established that, okay, no, you're not going to be around anyone for the rest of this year, November, December. The holidays will come and go, and you will be solo. So we've established that. Now, just so you can stay positive and keep your head up, what are you into? What are your goals? Something that you could be focusing on during the holiday times while everybody else is, you know, hanging out and, you know, they're spending time with family and friends. You don't have that option, but you don't have to sit around and just, oh, woe is me, and just, you know, I'm so alone. and it's not by choice, find something that you're into. Find a passion. Like I'm into making these uh, videos, content for YouTube. Is therapeutic for me. Find something for you, whether it be this, YouTube, or maybe you have a stamp collection. Maybe you like to garden. You like to sew. Is it a business you want to start? Something you want to learn? Focus on that. Just stay positive. Keep positive. Be positive. I'm really begging the people out here who are going through a tough time right now. When holidays come around, I'm real serious with this video. Please don't let other things distract you. Just stay focused, and it'll be all right. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight in terms of your depression at these times. You got to get to the root cause of it. What's causing you to feel this way? Because even once the holidays pass and it gets to January, you're still going to be depressed. You're still going to be down. It could be unresolved childhood issues, whatever the case may be. If your mom and dad are still here, or at least one of them, at least pick up the phone if you all aren't on those terms where the family isn't going to be getting together for the holidays, and at least try and get to where you feel you were hurt as a child, and talk to your mother, talk to your father in terms of, and ask them why. So many people are suffering from depression, from stuff that happened when they were 9. It doesn't go anywhere. It may be suppressed as you go through adulthood, 20 years old, 30 years old, but it's always there, and then it affects other things. It will affect your marriage. It will affect your kids, stuff from your childhood. And then the holidays come, and now everything kind of just snowballs, because this is the time where it's constantly pushed to be with family, and Jesus is the reason for the season. And it's better to give than receive. And it's about just fellowshipping with everybody, being thankful for what you have, giving thanks, saying grace. This is that time where everybody's supposed to be in camaraderie, in unison together, and you're doing the exact opposite, so that hurts you. But I think we got to get to the source. We got to really look back at, what's bothering us. And I heard one lady say, there comes a point in time, actually I've heard 2 different women say this, even with the childhood issues that are not resolved, they're not fixed, there comes a time where you're going to have to search out those answers from the mistakes that your mother and father made, especially if your mother and father are on the other side now. And you just can't schedule a session to go sit on the couch and talk to mom and dad. These 2 ladies said eventually, even with this stuff, and one of the ladies who told me this talked about her own. She's very open about her mother and father and them not giving her what she felt she needed growing up to become the grown woman that she is now. And so she was telling me, because I always throw it back to unresolved childhood issues, and that's still the thing, and they have to be fixed. But then she said, eventually you can't. And I'm not saying, well, yeah, I guess the only blame to put unresolved childhood issues on is mom and dad. But she said at one point you have to stop blaming them, especially if they no longer here to be able to talk to, or maybe they are, but some parents that's why you alone now, because you don't even have that connection with your parents, and they're still alive to really go talk to them during the holidays and say, hey, you remember when I was 8 and you promised you was going to take me here, whatever the case may be, or the name you called me when I was 13 that really hurt me, lowered my self-esteem, whatever the case may be. The lady was telling me, eventually you have to find those answers for yourself. You can't just be sitting around angry at mom and dad. Now, hopefully, your mom and dad did the best that they could with what they have. In this case, with the unresolved childhood issues, and even the lady that I was talking to about, she was one of the 2 who said that, hey, eventually you got to stop blaming your parents. She went into how they weren't that most ideal in terms of what she thinks she needed to be raised. And so you go through all of these things, and eventually, she was saying you still gonna have to find the answers yourself, especially if your mom and dad are still here and they don't want to have anything to do with you. And unfortunately, you have these situations where you have parents that don't want to have anything to do with their child. And you have kids that don't want to have anything to do with their mother and their father. So it's a cycle. It's a vicious cycle. And it just all turns into depression, angry, maybe a little scared. And then you get down, and that's where the sadness comes in and the depression kicks in. And so everywhere, and you can't escape it. You can't escape the holidays. It might be a little easier to deal with your loneliness if, the holidays weren't being thrown in your face, whether it be commercials, movies. They uploaded new holiday movies. You go into Walmart, you go into Jewel, and you see a Santa sleigh, and you see pilgrims and turkeys for Thanksgiving. You can't escape it. You see everybody in there. You see people buying decorations, and you're overhearing conversations, and people are saying, yeah, we're going to be getting together. And, some people say, well, no, I'm not cooking, but I'll be house hopping. I'm getting some plates. I'm plate collecting. And it all sounds very good, very fun. Good times, ending the year right, ending the year off right. And you can't participate in any of that. It's just you. You're secluded. So you can't escape the holidays. And it's almost like it just adds to your depression because there's something heavy on your heart where you're not able to really enjoy these times. You don't have nobody to enjoy it with. But what I'm telling anyone who's going through this, if this is your first time this year in 2024, or you've been going through this depression for years in the past, please choose this moment now to pivot. Take a turn. And if you don't have anyone to talk to, hey, volunteer at a shelter. Talk to one of the homeless people there who are just so happy just to get a meal. They don't have anything to lose, but they happy to get right here. And you see real appreciation, real warmth, and real happiness, and real thankfulness. Nothing fake when you just serving that person's plate. Then put yours together, sit down and talk with them. Because they're not judging you. They don't know you. You don't judge them based on, even though they may be, homeless, they're in shelters. But just give thanks. Break bread with someone. And that's the crazy part, is people have all this depression. You got this and this that you should be thankful for, but something else is still kicking you. Something still isn't complete. And then you go around and you get in front of a person that's at a shelter and, they're being fed for Thanksgiving at a soup kitchen, and how genuinely happy they are. It's genuine. It's nothing fake. The smile that they get when you serve them food, that's real. And it's like, well, how do you be so happy even when you're homeless? And I got this and this and this, and yet I'm depressed. It all comes from within. You got to look inside to stop your depression. You can't look outside of yourself. All in here. Now, you needing to talk to someone don't mean that you're seeking something outside of yourself to deal with your depression. That's just more so like a vessel, someone that can help be therapeutic with you in terms of you just being able to get things off your chest. Not you going outside of yourself looking for things, any old things to try and cope with it. Like alcohol, like weed, like pills, like cough medicine, whatever it may be. Things that are going to try and numb the pain. That's what I mean, going outside of yourself. It's okay to talk to someone, but that happiness is coming from within. When you see a person that's homeless in that shelter, and there will be people at soup kitchens on Thanksgiving Day, and those people are going to be happier with nothing than people who have something. Why is that? Because it's coming from within. That's that real happiness. Because even the holidays, it's not about buying a flat screen TV or a new video game, a new iPhone. It's not about any of that. Take all that away, and can you all actually still function? Just coming together, friends and family, with some food, And we just, no gifts exchange. We're not buying nothing. We're not sending nothing. We're not ordering nothing. We're not shipping anything. Can you all sit around and just be cool? Got the food. We around. Happy holidays. We here. We on the couch. Football is on. Can you do that? You don't even have to put up the decorations. You can if you want to. But no gifts under there. Do that. To see if you really have evolved to the point to where holidays are just not about materialism to you. Have you reached that part? How many have reached that part? And how depressed would you be if you get no gifts for Christmas 2024? Could you be mature about it and be able to handle it? Or would you start getting depressed? I didn't get anything. And we have grown people out here that's, dealing with the depression. Children get depressed too. But when it comes to this whole gifting, you'll see adults act like children if they weren't getting anything. So you can't complain when the child doesn't get everything on their list when you got adults that do the same thing and they're not setting the example. So to the people, again, who are out here depressed, please fight it. Like I said, you can't turn off the holidays. And I don't think it's best to just ignore it. It's there. And, you may get a little angry too, mixed in with your depression, because you're still trying to figure out the answers. Like, how did I get here? And that's always a good place to start. How did we get here? Cause and effect. Out of chaos comes order. What is the solution to you getting over your depression? When did it start? How many years? And you have to be honest with yourself. Truthful. Look in the mirror. And then just process. Because these days, these times, they're bad enough. And there's people who look to November and December to have, I guess, their only two really feel-good times of the year with the holidays. Feel-good times of the year. The other 10 months, so many people may be miserable and, of course, depressed. And so people are really looking, at least for this time, gets to feel good at least for 2 months out of the year, or at least a month and a half, second half of November into all of December. And so it's, it's crazy, and, it's unfortunate. The world is unfortunate. But please, if you are depressed, please get the help. Stay focused. I'm not sure how down anyone is in terms of their depression. I think it's different levels to it. And some people are in worse shape than others when it comes to, their mental health. And, it's real big around this time, like I said. So don't do anything drastic. Stay positive. If you have a pet, that helps. Cat, dog. They'll show you affection. And just, just take it a day at a time and just get through the rest of 2024 mentally healthy. That's definitely a gift to ask for, mental health. Forget the material stuff. Let's give the gift of mental health, mental stability. If you know someone that's depressed during this time, the holidays, please reach out. Show them this video. Show them something. I'm rooting for all of you. I want everyone to try and get their mental in the best place possible, best space possible, place and space, to help you start, healing your mind, healing your heart. I know it's tough during the holidays, these times. It really is, not having anywhere to go, no one to go to. But please stand firm, stand strong. Go back into what you believe in as far as your spirituality, your religion. Take all of that, with you. And remember, the happiness still comes from within. It's not going to come from doing some type of drug or getting a new outfit that's going to make you get over this depression. during the holiday times. You can go take yourself out shopping, and that won't necessarily fill the void. So, if you're going through it as well and you don't mind sharing it down in the comments below, please tell us about your depression experiences. How many times you fought depression? Have you been able to keep it off, keep it at bay? Or is it still consuming you now? Put that down in the comments. If you've overcame it, please share your solutions. Someone else may catch this video and read down in the comments, and that might help them get over their depression. If you have a number, a hotline that you call, please put that down in the comments. So whoever comes across this video and sees it down there, they can call and get the help that they need. I'm using this video as like a public service announcement for the holidays. Don't do anything drastic. Keep your feet planted firmly on the ground. Try and clear your mind and really connect with your thoughts when it comes to this whole depression thing. I'm saying please don't get depressed. Like I said, that's easier said than done. There are already people that are going through it. If you're feeling it, please do what you can to, find out why. Is it strings that have been cut off, ties that have been cut with certain individuals? Are you able to reconnect with them so you don't get depressed? I know it's the holidays again, and you got two different sides of the coin. You got the people that's shopping for food for Thanksgiving, getting Christmas decorations. They filming themselves and putting it on their social media. They got eggnog, things like that. And then you got the other side of the coin with the people who are just staring out the window. They're depressed and they're in their own silence. And things sound so much louder when you're depressed. Everything is just coming at you, your thoughts and things of that nature. The whole mental health thing, the lessons that we have to learn. And everyone has to learn their lesson as well. And your depression, God bless you to come up out of it. It'll be a lot to be learned from that as well. I know it hurts, but please just keep your eye on your goals and keep pushing forward so you can beat this depression and, survive the holidays. So, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Don't eat too much and get around people who you enjoy, friends and family, like minds, and, enjoy the feast for Thanksgiving this year. Talk, discuss whatever. Maybe you all don't discuss religion and politics. Maybe you do. Maybe you all are going to talk about who won the election this Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving brings about a lot of dialogue. And, be happy and thankful that you have people around you to express yourself to. Whatever you all are going to be doing while you're sitting around that table and football is on. Whatever, friends, family, the children. I want everybody to stay positive as much as you can. Because I get angry at the world too. I told a person I was angry at the world. Just with everything that's going on. And people just seeming to be so comfortable that that's why it doesn't change, because everyone's still too, they're not in a hot seat. Now, me being angry at the world, I haven't fallen into any depression, but I definitely stay aware. It's so much, and just even when we talk about holidays and it being about giving, everything else is still so transactional. What can you do for me? What can you add to me? I saw someone put something on the internet. They said, my grandma said, as long as you have money, you always have friends. That can be either good or bad. But once you lose the money, Then what happens to the friends? Again, this goes back to everything being transactional. And some people are so depressed that they'll try and buy people. You got all of these phonies around you just because you're depressed and you need someone to feed your ego. And you still, again, now going outside of yourself when the happiness is within. Your motivation is the mirror. It's you. So, keep that in mind. Please fight off depression as best you can. Turn off the news if you have to as well as get off of social media. And then just focus on you. Clear your head and let all of your thoughts come in. If they come in as questions, try and answer every question. And just go from there. So, just had to come and say this holiday time. I couldn't let this one, go without saying anything. Put it down in the comments. Like I said, you can help someone if you've gone through depression. Put a phone number down there that they can call, a website they can go to. Please help each other out. Put it down in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to this video. The channel is Facts or Feelings, all one word, no spaces. You type that into the YouTube search, Facts or Feelings, no spaces. My channel comes right up. Get this video out there. Like it, share it. It helps in the algorithm and getting the video moving. And just really give it to someone who is going through it right now, depression, during the holidays, before the holidays. And just let them know that there is someone who cares and you can get the help that you need. Stay balanced and just believe. I'm out.